Hi guys, here's some brutal, honest truth for you. It's 10 o'clock in the evening here, and I've been in my bedroom for half an hour, I think, and it's not quite my normal time to go to bed. I normally go to bed a lot later, but today I just felt tired. And not the kind of tired, in the sense of chronic exhaustion, just tired. Like you can, experience from a day of honest hard work, right? Or overthinking, or feeling overwhelmed, or feeling stressed. It just wears you out a little bit. So what I did is basically listen to the signals that my body was translating to me. So I went upstairs and I got up to bed, and then I thought, well, how many of you, I know a lot of my clients do this, how many of you would still, sit in front of the TV, do something for your work or whatever, but not listen to what your body is saying, and postpone your time to go to bed, right? Because you have something to do, or you don't want this night to end just yet, right? So how many of you would ignore those signs of your body and just, fight through the tiredness? Now, this is important because our body is constantly giving us messages like this, and most of the time they are just subtle signals, subtle symptoms, not quite severe, illnesses and so forth. But the longer we dismiss them and ignore them, the harder our body has to shout at us, right, to get the message across. So it's really important to sometimes listen to what your body is saying. And this doesn't go one-on-one for people who are, chronically fatigued, for instance, because that would mean, if those people were to listen to their body, they would, just stay in bed all the time and sleep their life away. And that's not what I want to advise you to do, okay? So I'm talking about just normal tiredness, normal signals, the not so severe overwhelm yet, the normal stresses that everyone goes through, okay? And why this is also important is because when you start listening to your body in that way, you start reconnecting with your being, with who you are. And that's like a big key to being happy and to feel joy from within. So this is what I ultimately want for every human being on the planet, to find that joy within themselves. And that joy comes from reconnecting with ourselves, to, when we step into our greatness and our wholeness and embrace ourselves for just who we are, that's where real happiness comes from. And we can do that by, you can't do this each and every moment, but as much as possible, be true to yourself, to your authentic you. And this is something that none of us have actually learned, because either our parents didn't know how important it was, or the school system was, all about prestige and achievement, or the society doesn't allow you to be who you really are. So we need to get back to basics, really, and reconnect with that part of ourselves. And what you're going to experience when you start doing that is a process that I went through myself. When I started this healing journey myself, I had a lot more bad days than I had good days. So that meant, feeling exhausted. I didn't have any vitality, energy to do anything. I had severe headaches, back pain. I was worrying all the time, stressed out and just trying to please everybody and do good and be a good girl. And you know what I'm talking about, right? So my healing journey started a long time ago. But more recently, in the last years, I started to go about this process more consciously, and this is something I would want for you as well. And what I mean by that is that I started journaling. I started a gratitude journal, for instance. I started doing my morning ritual and taking care of myself physically, nutritionally. And the process was that gradually the severity of my bad days weakened. It didn't last as long. It wasn't as bad as before. And then, when I followed through on everything I was doing, what ultimately started to happen was that I started to experience more good days than bad days. And that is, what I would want for you, because I don't have the illusion, I'm not such an idealist that I believe that we can be happy all the time. I think that's not doable and not desirable either, because we need pain to grow. That's just human nature. When you're really, really happy, you don't have any motivation to work on yourself. It just isn't there. So we need that yearning, that hurt to fuel our motivation. And everybody knows how good it feels to have a good cry. What kind of relief that is, and how freeing and cleansing that is. So it's not a bad thing to have bad days. So what I'm proposing is to embrace yourself fully, to reconnect with your body, your emotions, your thoughts, and your soul. And be true to who you really are. And then, even in the darkest moments of your life, in the biggest storms of your life, you'll always have yourself to rely on. You'll always know, you'll always have yourself to trust, and you'll always know that you're gonna be there for you, and that you're strong, and that you can handle that, and that it's okay to occasionally break down, and that it's okay to sometimes give in to your hurt or your anger, or all the normal human experiences. They are okay. We don't have to be enlightened to be happy. Okay? So this was my video for today. I hope you liked it. My name is Kinga de Wit. I'm founder of Wellness in Mind. And if you have any questions, please send me an email on wellnessinmind@mail.com. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.